Hello everyone. I'm going to discuss some questions based on range of functions. So question is f equals to x 1 by 1 minus x square such that x belongs to R and x not equals to plus minus 1. This is something different. Because of that I'm going to discuss it. So here first of all I'm going to find domain value. You can understand domain means values of x so that fx will be real. So fx is defined for all x belongs to R except x square minus 1 not equals to 0. So we will write it. Fx is defined for all x belongs to R except x square minus 1 not equals to 0. Means when we are writing x equals to plus minus 1, then fx will not define. Fx will not real. So we have to avoid it. So based on that, we can write domain here. I hope it is clear for you all. So all real numbers except minus 1 and plus 1. So minus 1 and plus 1. So this is the domain value. Now range value. I have told that this question is something different. We have not discussed this type of question earlier. So whenever we have to find out your range, we have to use sign scheme. This is new thing for you all. So I'm going to discuss it. So I'm going to find here range. So we have to find out value of fx. Fx means y. So here it is given fx equals to y and it is 1 by 1 minus x square. And we know that whenever we have to find out range, we convert x in terms of y. So I'm going to convert here. So y, I'm multiplying y minus x square equals to 1. Now y minus 1 equals to y x square. So here I'm getting y minus 1 by y equals to x square. Now x square equals to 1 y minus 1 by y. So I'm getting here x equals to root over 1 minus 1 by y. Now what to do? We know that inside square root there will be no negative value. If it is negative, so we can't define a form. So we have to take y minus 1 by y greater than or equals to 0. I hope it is clear for you all. So actually space is not there, so I have to rub it. So I'm going to rub. So I've told you that we will take, here we are getting x equals to plus minus root over y minus 1 by y. We can write it as y minus 1 by y minus 0 also. Now here we should avoid y minus 1 by y less than 0. Means we can take here y minus 1 by y greater than and equals to 0. Means positive we should take. Then only x will be real. Now, whenever we can get a form like that, there is a particular pattern. Pattern is we have to make this denominator part positive. Means if we are taking, we are multiplying numerator and denominator by y. Means y minus 1 by y into y by y. So here we are getting y into y minus 1 by y square. And you know that y square, squaring of any value, that is always positive. So the whole value will be positive. It is depending on only numerator part now, because denominator is already positive because of that. So y square is positive. So we will write here only y into y minus 1. That is greater than or equals to 0. And we will avoid this y square part. I hope you all are getting it. Now, after this, we have to use a sign scheme. Sign scheme means we have to find out signs by using number line. I'm going to draw a number line. minus infinity to plus infinity. And here it is y into y minus 1, and whole we have to find out positive. We can write it as y minus 0 into y minus 1 greater than equals to 0. Now what to do? We have to find out factors. So if I am writing y minus 0 equals to 0. So whenever we find out factors, so we have to write like that. So y equals to 0 we are getting. And when y minus 1 equals to 0, so we can find out here y equals to 1. So 2 points we are getting, y equals to 0 and y equals to 1. So we'll plot these 2 points on the number line. After that, here, according to these 2 points, we are getting 3 parts. First part, second part, and third part. What to do? We have to find out signs in different parts. Because here we have to find out, we have to take here whole values of y so that this whole greater than equals to 0. So the pattern is, we will select one part. I'm selecting here any one part you can select. So I'm selecting here part 1, and from the part I am going to take one point. This is rough work. So I'm going to apply any point from part 1. From part 1 means in between minus infinity to 0. So any number I can take, means I'm taking here y equals to minus 1. Minus infinity to 0, in between any point, any value I can apply. So I'm applying here y equals to minus 1. So I'm applying here. So if I'm applying y into y minus 1, here I'm applying minus 1 into minus 1 minus 1. So I'm getting what? Just we have to find out sign. So it is minus 1 into minus 2. Sign we are getting here positive. Okay. So this part sign, any value, whenever we are applying in between minus infinity to 0, always we will get positive value. And after that, what to do? We have to write alter signs. So positive, then here we will write negative, and then here we'll write positive. When we will apply alter signs? When we will get odd number of times values, means here we are getting 0 only one time, 1 also only one time. Because of that we are changing here sign. And if we will get even number of times any value, so we will not change the sign. So this is the pattern of sign scheme. So one part we are finding, and by using that part we are getting rest parts sign. So here it is positive, then 0 is coming only one time. So because of that, positive will change into negative. Again 1 has come only once. So again negative will change into positive. Now here y into y minus 1 greater than equals to 0 means positive. So which part is positive? This part is positive and this part is also positive. So we will write these 2 parts for finding y. So according to this number line, we can write here positive values we have to include, because this part is y into y minus 1 greater than equals to 0. So here I'm getting minus infinity to 0 and 1 to infinity. So union 1 to infinity. One more point is here. Here I have not included 0. Why? Because we were getting this thing. When we have changed x in terms of y, so we were getting root over y minus 1 by y. So if I'm applying y equals to 0, so it will be infinity, whole x will be infinity. So because of that, we have to avoid it. Y not equals to 0 we will take. So y belongs to open interval minus infinity to 0, union right hand open interval 1 to infinity. So this is the only range value. So we'll write here range is here minus infinity to 0, union 1 to infinity. So this is our answer. I hope it is clear for you all. Something different it is, but if you will practice, you can get it properly. Now, same pattern question. F equals to x square by 1 plus x square, such that x belongs to R, be a function. So determine the range of f. This is question number 6 from miscellaneous in your NCERT book. So I'm going to discuss it. First of all, I'm going to find here domain value. So domain means all values of x, so that fx will be real. So fx is defined for all x belongs to R as x square plus 1 is not equal to 0. So we can write here fx is defined for all x belongs to R as x square plus 1 not equals to 0. So according to that, we can write here domain, we can write all real numbers, because there is no problem here. In place of x, any value we can apply. So domain is all real numbers. Now range we will find out. So range means y value, fx value. Here fx equals to y, and this is x square by 1 plus x square. Now we will convert x in terms of y. So this is here y into 1 plus x square equals to x square. Now y plus yx square equals to x square. Now it is here y equals to x square minus yx square. Now here we have x square, we can take common, this is 1 minus y. So finally y by 1 minus y equals to x square. So x will be a root over y by 1 minus y. Now the same thing, x is defined when this square root part is greater than equals to 0. So we can write here y by 1 minus y will be greater than equals to 0. If x is real, then only we can use. So the same process we will use. I have told that whenever we can get this type of form, we will multiply numerator and denominator by denominator term, means y into 1 minus y by 1 minus y into 1 minus y. Always we will do like that. Denominator is 1 minus y, so I am going to multiply numerator and denominator by 1 minus y. Then we are getting y into 1 minus y by 1 minus y whole square, that is greater than equals to 0. So you can see denominator part is positive, square of any number that is positive always. So we will reduce that, and just we will write y into 1 minus y is greater than equals to 0, because 1 minus y whole square is greater than equals to 0 because of that. So now we have to use here number line that we have discussed in previous question. So I'm going to draw here a straight line, number line, and there we will find out signs. So here also we have y minus 0 into 1 minus y, and this is greater than equals to 0. Now again here we have 0 and 1. Now one by one, here also we have 3 parts, first, second and third. Any part we can select. Again I am selecting this part 1, and 1 point I am taking from this part 1. This is rough work. Okay, so I'm going to apply from this part in between minus infinity to 0. Any value I can take. So I'm going to take here x equals to minus 2 in between this. So I'm applying it here. So y value I'm applying. Sorry, yes, y value is here. No? I have written here x. Here it is y. Y value I'm taking minus 2. So it is here minus 2 minus 0. And this is 1 minus minus 2. So here we are getting what? Just sign we have to check, minus 2, and this is plus into 1 plus 2, that is 3. 1 minus of, yes, minus minus plus, so it is 3. So here we are getting minus 6, means negative we are getting. So this part we are getting negative. And I have told that when we are getting odd number of times any value, so after that we have to apply alter sign, means 0 we are getting once, So we are applying here positive. Then here 1 also we are getting 1. So here we will apply negative sign. So signs we are getting. So where this total value is positive, total term is positive here in this interval. So this is the range value. So here we are getting y into 1 minus y greater than or equals to 0. Here for positive value interval we are getting 0 to 1. So we will write y belongs to 0 to 1, but 1 we will write in open interval because we know we have taken x value root over y by 1 minus y. So if we are applying y equals to 1, means if we are including 1 here, so the value we will get here, x value root over 1 by 1 minus 1, means it will be what? 1 by 0, means infinity, not getting a real value. So because of that, we have to reduce 1. We can't take 1 here. So I'm going to take here open interval. So y belongs to right and open interval 0 to 1. So y value means range value. So finally answer will be here. Range we are getting, that is 0 to 1 in right and open interval. This is our final answer. Thank you.